parts. Anytime you're going under overpass or clearance bridge, you have to know the height of the truck. It's 13.6. You have the lower part or the bottom part of the truck. If you're crossing a railway track, you have to know the level of your truck. Make sure that your landing gear is not hanging and is properly raised. You have the front part of the truck. Make sure that all the lights and fittings here in the front, they're working, okay? The turn signal, because that's how you communicate in traffic. You have the back part of the truck. You make sure that all your brake lights, your reverse lights, your turn signal, your four-ways, all of them are working. Your clearance lights, all of them in the back. Make sure they're working. And then you also have the two sides, left and right. That's the left and right side of the trailer. Make sure all your lights and fitting on the left and right, they're working. Because that's the way you communicate in traffic. You're not the only one using. So now I'm starting this Pretrip. I'll check for 3L, lean, light, and leaks, LLL. Lean, light, and leaks. If I see any leaning on this truck, it might be a broken suspension, a shift in my load, or a flat tire. And then leaks, I'll look for puddles, coolant, oil, or power steering fluid, leaks on the ground. If I don't see anything like that, I'm good. Then I'll start from the top. Clearance lights, or you call them 3 ID lights and 2 marker lights. They are amber and white in color, properly secured to the vehicle, not bent, broken, or cracked. I detect no moisture or condensation. Then I'll check my windshield, properly secured and attached into the vehicle, not bent, broken, or cracked. I'll check the windshield seal, properly secured and attached into the vehicle, not bent, broken, or cracked. I'll check the windshield, the inspection sticker, properly secured and attached into the vehicle is current. I'll check the windshield wiper arm and the blade, properly secured and attached into the vehicle, not bent, broken, or cracked. I'll check my hood and my hood mirrors, mounted and secured into the vehicle, not bent, broken, or cracked. My mirror is clean, I detect no illegal sticker on it. I'll check the grille, mounted and secured into the vehicle, not bent, broken, or cracked. I'll check the bumper, mounted and secured into the vehicle, not bent, broken, or cracked. I'll check my 2 front headlights and the turn signal, mounted and secured into the vehicle, not bent, broken, or cracked. It's clear, and the turn signal is yellow or amber in color. I detect no moisture or condensation on both of them. And then I'll check my license plate, mounted and secured to the vehicle, not bent, broken, or cracked, is current. Check my bumper, mounted and secured to the vehicle, not bent, broken, or cracked. Then I open the hood. When I open the hood, I come to the passenger side. I'll check my coolant, okay, and my coolant reservoir, mounted and secured into the vehicle, not bent, broken, or cracked, is at a proper level between maximum and minimum. And I detect no leaks. I'll check my hoses, my coolant hoses, mounted and secured to the vehicle, not bent, broken, or cracked. I detect no leaks. The cap is on tight. Okay, I'll check my radiator, mounted and secured to the vehicle, not bent, broken, or cracked. I detect no leaks because I have coolant, water goes into the radiator. Okay, coolant. Okay, now after the coolant, I'll follow the hose from the coolant that goes into the water pump. See the hose? Comes up here, that's the water pump. So that's my water pump, mounted and secured to the vehicle, not bent, broken, or cracked. I detect no leaks. And my water pump is belt driven. It's turned by this belt. So I call it belt driven. So the belt, I detect no abrasion, bumps, or cuts. No more than 3/4 inch of play on the belt, okay? And I detect no leaks. Then I'll check my frame, mounted and secured to the vehicle, not bent, broken, or cracked. I detect no illegal welds on it. I check all my hoses here, okay? That's my fuel, how do you call it, separator. I'll check all my fuel filter and the separator. Mounted and secured to the vehicle, not bent, broken, or cracked. I detect no leaks on the hoses. Okay, then I'll check my leaf spring mount or leaf spring hanger. Mounted and secured to the vehicle, not bent, broken, or cracked. I'll check my leaf spring, mounted and secured to the vehicle, not bent, broken, or cracked. If I detect 1/4 of crack on my leaf spring or 1/4 missing leaf spring on this truck, I'll place it out of service. I'll check my shock and my shock mounts. Mounted and secured to the vehicle, not bent, broken, or cracked. I detect no leaks. It has oil inside of it, no leaks. I'll check my U-bolt and anchor plate. Some people call it U-bolt plate. It's called anchor plate, or you can call it U-bolt plate. Mounted and secured to the vehicle, this is the U-bolt. This is the anchor plate or U-bolt plate. Some people call it spacers. Mounted and secured to the vehicle, not bent, broken, or cracked. No missing out bolt or screw. Then I'll come to my brake chamber and my brake chamber clamp or the ring. Mounted and this is the brake chamber ring. Mounted and secured to the vehicle, not bent, broken, or cracked. It's air brake. I detect no leaks, no air leaks. Okay. I'll check my push rod. It's called a push rod. It's called a slack adjuster. Mounted and secured to the vehicle, not bent, broken or cracked. With the brakes applied, no more than 1 inch of play. And it has a cord I keep present here. It's not bent, broken or cracked. Okay, I'll check my brake hoses and my ABS cord. My ABS cord is not burnt and there is no missing wire on it. And my my brake hose, I detect no leaks. Mounted and secured to the vehicle, not bent, broken or cracked. I'll check my brake drum. This is called my brake drum, and that's my brake pad. My brake drum, I detect no illegal welds on it. My brake pad is not dangerously thin like a penny, okay, or no less than 1/4 inch of padding, okay, on my brake pad. And I detect no oil or grease in between the brake pad. If there's oil or grease between them, it will cause your brakes to trip anytime you try to stop the truck. So that's why you check for oil or grease. Make sure there is no oil. And the oil or grease, sometimes it comes from the hub oil seal. If this hub oil seal is damaged, it can cause oil to spill on your brake pad and your brake drum. So that's why you check for oil or grease on it, because it can cause your brakes to fail. It can trip. So I detect no oil or grease between my brake pad and my brake drum. Okay. Now I come to my inner rim and my outer rim. Mounted and secured to the vehicle, not bent, broken or cracked. I detect no illegal holes on it. I'll check my hub oil seal. Mounted and secured to the vehicle, not bent, broken or cracked. I detect no shiny metal or rust thread or indicate looseness. I'll check my lug nuts. Mounted and secured to the vehicle, not bent, broken or cracked. Sorry, yeah, that's my lug nut. I detect no shiny metal or rust thread or indicate looseness. I'll check my hub oil seal. Mounted and secured to the vehicle, not bent, broken or cracked. I detect no leaks. Remember, this seal sometimes it can get bad damage, and that's where you feel it. That's a fail. It's a side glass. You have some hub oil seal. They have a side glass. That's where you feel it. Okay, make sure it's not leaking. Sometimes this seal can get damaged. Okay, I'll check my valve stamp. Mounted and secured to the vehicle, not bent, broken or cracked. 2 ways I'll check my tire pressure by rubber mallet or tire pressure gauge. And then I'll check the sidewall of my tire at the top and the inner sidewall. Mounted and secured to the vehicle, not bent, broken or cracked. I check this for abrasion, bumps or cuts. The tread depth for this tire should be no less than 4/32 of tread. This one cannot be re-groove, recap or mismatch. Okay, then I'll come here, check my mirror and my mirror bracket. Mounted and secured to the vehicle, not bent, broken or cracked. I detect no illegal weld. My mirror is clean and is properly adjusted. I'll check my window. Mounted and secured to the vehicle, not bent, broken or cracked. It's not damaged. I'll check the rubber seal on the window. Mounted and secured to the vehicle, not bent, broken or cracked. I'll check the door handle. Mounted and secured to the vehicle, not bent, broken or cracked. I'll check my steps. Mounted and secured to the vehicle, not bent, broken or cracked. Winter time, I'll check for ice or debris. Open the door, 3 points of contact. The same way I enter this truck is the same way I should come down. 1, 2, 3. Mounted and secured to the vehicle, not bent, broken or cracked. No missing, not bolt or screw. Then I'll check my door hanger or door hook, or you call it door mount, or you call it door hinges. Mounted and secured to the vehicle, not bent, broken or cracked. No missing, not bolt or screw. I'll check the door rubber seal. Mounted and secured to the vehicle, not bent, broken or cracked. That's my door latch. Mounted and secured to the vehicle, not bent, broken or cracked. I'll check my turn signal. Mounted and secured to the vehicle, not bent, broken or cracked. Proper color is clear or white. I detect no moisture or condensation. Then I come here, I follow my exhaust all the way to the back. I'll check my exhaust system. Mounted and secured to the vehicle, not bent, broken or cracked. I detect no black smoke or excessive smoke that will make me feel that my exhaust is leaking out the carbon monoxide. Okay, I'll check my exhaust mount or support. Mounted and secured to the vehicle, not bent, broken or cracked. Not missing, not bolt or screw, and my exhaust is not leaking any soot. I'll check my fuel tank strap, and the cap. Mounted and secured to the vehicle, not bent, broken or cracked. The cap, I make sure the rubber seal is not damaged. Okay, and my diesel tank is not leaking. My diesel tank is not leaking any diesel. I'll check my steps and my catwalk. Mounted and secured to the vehicle, not bent, broken or cracked. Winter time, I'll make sure it's free of ice or debris. I'll check my cross members. Mounted and secured to the vehicle, not bent, broken or cracked. And then I'll check my drive shaft. It's called my drive shaft. And it has U-joints here. U-joints, a lot of U-joints here. There's another U-joint down there. There's another one up there. Mounted and secured to the vehicle, not bent, broken or cracked. Not missing, not bolt or screw. Okay, then I'll check my torsion bar. That's my torsion bar in there. Mounted and secured to the vehicle, not bent, broken or cracked. Not missing, not bolt or screw. Some people call it torque rod. Okay, I'm done with this part. Okay, before I go over there, I need to check my header board. I'll check my header board. Mounted and secured to the vehicle, not bent, broken or cracked. Not missing rivet. I'll check my clearance light, 2 of them, one here, one the other side. Mounted and secured to the vehicle, not bent, broken or cracked. Proper color is yellow, hand by detect no moisture or condensation. Now I'm going to the driver's side. So let me come to the driver's side. I'll start the truck again, turn the So I come to the driver's side. I start from the top to bottom, general overview. I check all my hoses, all my wires, make sure that there is no leak, there is no missing wire, or no oil, no nothing, no leak. Everything is fine, okay? Now, I'll check my air compressor, mounted and secured to the vehicle, not bent, broken or cracked. I detect no leak. What the air compressor does is it sucks air from the atmosphere and store the air under air storage tank. That's called the air storage tank. It sucks air from there and store. That's the air used to brake. And I detect no leaks. Make sure that there is no air leak. If you hear any easy sound, that means it's leaking somewhere. You have to find out where the leak is from. So that's what it does. That's the air you use to brake this truck, okay? I detect no leak. And my air compressor is gear driven, okay? It works with the gear, okay? Or it's being propelled by the gear. And then down the air compressor, that's my power steering pump. Mounted and secured to the vehicle, not bent, broken or cracked. And I detect no leaks because it has fluid on it. My power steering pump is gear driven too. It works with the gear, or it's being propelled by the engine. Mounted and secured to the vehicle, not bent, broken or cracked. I detect no leaks. Okay, that's my power steering reservoir. Mounted and secured to the vehicle, not bent, broken or cracked. I'll check the level, make sure it's between maximum and minimum, and I detect no leaks. Okay, it's at the proper level. And then I'll check my oil fill and my oil dipstick. Mounted and secured to the vehicle, not bent, broken or cracked. I detect no leaks on the oil, no oil is leaking. And then I'll take the dipstick out, wipe it with a piece of cloth, put it back in to check my level, make sure the oil is at the proper level. And then I'll check my alternator, mounted and secured to the vehicle, not bent, broken or cracked. My alternator, I detect no missing wire or bolts, okay? My alternator is belt driven, that is being propelled by belt, it's turned by belt. And the belt, I detect no abrasion, bumps or cuts on it, no more than 3/4 inch of play on the belt. That's my AC compressor, I work with the air condition. That's my AC, that's why they call it air condition compressor. Mounted and secured to the vehicle, not bent, broken or cracked. And my AC compressor is belt driven, it works with the belt. And the belt is propelled by the belt. I detect no abrasion, bumps or cuts, and no more than 3/4 inch of play on the belt. That's my frame, I detect no illegal welds or holes on it. Okay? And then my steering rod, mounted and secured to the vehicle, not bent, broken or cracked. It has 2 U-joints. U-joint here is properly greased, and there's another U-joint over there too, it's properly greased. Mounted and secured to the vehicle, not bent, broken or cracked, and no missing out bolts or screw. I'll check my power steering hoses. See, from the power steering box, they go to the power steering reservoir over there, these hoses. Mounted and secured to the vehicle, not bent, broken or cracked, I detect no leaks. Check my power steering gearbox. Mounted and secured to the vehicle, not bent, broken or cracked. It has the hose that come from the power steering fluid reservoir, so which means it has some fluid inside of it. I detect no leaks. Okay, and then I'll check my pitman arm, or you call it the 3-piece steering linkage. Pitman arm, drag link, upper control arm. Some people call it steering knuckle. Upper control arm, mounted and secured to the vehicle, not bent, broken or cracked, and I detect no missing out bolt or screw. My 3-piece steering linkage, pitman arm, drag link, upper control arm, they are bolted by castle nuts. You have 3 castle nuts, 1 castle nut, 2 castle nuts, and there's another castle nut down there to the tie rod. Mounted and secured to the vehicle, not bent, broken or cracked. And they have color key present on them. I'll check my tie rod, yeah, my tie rod. My tie rod mounted and secured to the vehicle, not bent, broken or cracked, no missing out bolt or screw, okay? Now I come now to my suspension. I'll check my leaf spring mount. The leaf spring mounted and secured to the vehicle, not bent, broken or cracked. If I detect 1/4 of crack on my leaf spring, I'll place it to out of service. I'll check my shock and my shock mount. Mounted and secured to the vehicle, not bent, broken or cracked. I detect no leaks. I'll check my U-bolts again on my anchor plate. Mounted and secured to the vehicle, not bent, broken or cracked. Okay, I detect no missing out bolts or screw. And then I'll check my brake chamber and my brake chamber clamp or ring. Mounted and secured to the vehicle, not bent, broken or cracked. I'll check the brake hoses mounted and scaled to the vehicle, not been broken or cracked, I detect no leaks. I'll check my ABS sensor mounted and scaled to the vehicle. The wire is not burnt and no missing wire. Okay. And then I'll check my push rod and my slack adjuster mounted and scaled to the vehicle, not been broken or cracked. With the brakes applied, no more than 1 inch of play. And he has a quarter key present on here. So that I'll not forget it's a tie rod mounted and scaled to the vehicle, not been broken or cracked. Then I'll come to my brake pad and my brake drum. That's my brake pad, that's my brake drum. Mounted and scaled to the vehicle, not been broken or cracked. No missing all bolts or screws, and I detect no oil or grease on it. My brake pad should not be dangerously thin like a penny. Okay? Because it will cause your brakes to fail. So that's why it should not be dangerously thin. Or some people say no less than 1/4 of padding. So I'll check my inner and my outer rim. Mounted and scaled to the vehicle, not been broken or cracked. I detect no illegal welds on it. Check all my lug nuts. Mounted and scaled to the vehicle, not been broken or cracked. I detect no shiny metal or rust thread or indicate looseness. Check my hub oil seal. Mounted and scaled to the vehicle, not been broken or cracked. I detect no leaks. Check my valve stem. Mounted and scaled to the vehicle, not been broken or cracked. I detect no leaks. Check my inner, top, and outer tire for abrasion, bumps, or cuts. The tread depth for this tire should be the same like the one over there. No more than 4/32 inch of tread depth on it. And this one cannot be regrooved, recap, or mismatch. The size have to be the same. I'll come under here, I'll check my fuel tank. No, my air storage tank. Sorry, air storage tank. Mounted and scaled to the vehicle, not been broken or cracked. I detect no leaks. That's where I store the air. Every day I have to drain that tank. Make sure that moisturized air don't settle because it could cause your brakes to fail. So every day when you finish work, you have to drain the tank. I'll check my battery and my battery box. Mounted and scaled to the vehicle, not been broken or cracked. I detect no corrosion and I detect no leaks on my battery. I'll check my steps. Mounted and scaled to the vehicle, not been broken or cracked. Winter time, I'll check for ice. I'll check my door handle. Mounted and scaled to the vehicle, not been broken or cracked. Check my mirror and my mirror bracket. Mounted and scaled to the vehicle, not been broken or cracked. My glass is clean and I detect no illegal stickers. I'll check my window. Mounted and scaled to the vehicle, not been broken or cracked. I'll check the rubber seal on my window, mounted and scaled to the vehicle, not been broken or cracked. I open the door, 3 points of contact. 1, 2, 3. The same way I enter the truck, the same way I should come down. Should not face down because it's dangerous. Mounted and scaled to the vehicle, not been broken or cracked. I'll check my door hanger or door hinges, or you call it door mount. Mounted and scaled to the vehicle, not been broken or cracked. I'll check the door rubber seal, mounted and scaled to the vehicle, not been broken or cracked. Even though I have my fire extinguisher, I have to check everything over there on the emergency box. Okay, I'll check my turn signal, mounted and scaled to the vehicle, not been broken or cracked. Wipper color is clear or white, I detect no moisture or condensation. I'll check my DEF fluid, mounted and scaled to the vehicle, not been broken or cracked, I detect no leaks. Check my steps, mounted and scaled to the vehicle, not been broken or cracked. Winter time, make sure it's free of ice. And then I'll come here, check my emergency box. Inside this emergency box or work box, I have 3 items. My 3 triangles or reflector triangles. I have my spare fuses and my 10 BC fire extinguisher, fully charged and it's not leaking. I come here, I'll check my steps and my catwalk. Mounted and scaled to the vehicle, not been broken or cracked. Check my fuel tank and my fuel tank strap. Mounted and scaled to the vehicle, not been broken, I detect no leaks. Check my tank cap, mounted and make sure the rubber seal is not damaged. Okay, inside. Now I come to my air lines or hoses. This red one is called emergency air lines. It send air to the trailer. This one is called the service air line. Okay, it work with the service brake and then with the service brake on the trailer too. The tractor and the trailer. This one is called electrical cord. Make sure you check it for corrosion. There's no corrosion here. They're all connected from the tractor to the trailer. And then they have a glad hand. This glad hand, you understand? You can take it by lift it up like this, 90-degree up, and take it out. Make sure you check the rubber seal on it or call it rubber grommet. Some people call it rubber grommet or rubber seal. Mounted and scaled to the vehicle, not been broken or cracked, it's not leaking any fluid. Okay, and then you put it back 90-degree up, you put it like this, 90 up, and then you put it back. You want to take it up, 90 up, take it out. Put it back, 90 like this, you put it down. Now you want to take this one out, flip this cover up, and then you take it like this. You want to put it back up, you flip the cover up, put it like this. That's how you do it, okay? So you check this, make sure there is no corrosion. Then I'll check my side of the trailer, make sure it's free of damage, because somebody might use this trailer, park it, if you don't check the side and it's damaged, when they find out, you're going to be in trouble if you don't check it. So make sure you check your trailer side, make sure it's free of damage anytime you pick up a trailer. And then I'll check my DOT tapes all the way to the back, mounted and secured to the vehicle. No bend, broken, or crack. Proper color is red and white. I detect no missing tape on the truck. And then I'll check my trailer inspection sticker, mounted and secured to the vehicle, no bend, broken, or crack, and it's current. Check my VIN plates, mounted and secured to the vehicle, no bend, broken, or crack, and it's present. Okay, so now check this trailer frame all the way to the back, all the frame, make sure it's not damaged. And then I'll check my cross members on the trailer. These are called the cross members. Cross member, cross member, cross members. Mounted and secured to the vehicle, no bend, broken, or crack. Okay. Now I come to my suspension on the this is called the drive axle, because it's propelled by the drive shaft. Okay, it has a drive shaft. The one in the front is called the steer axle. This one is called the drive axle. And then the one in the back is called the tandem axle, or the trailer tandem axle. So you have 3 axles in this truck. The steer axle in the front, this one in the back, because of the drive shaft, they call it the drive axle. And then the one in the trailer is called the tandem axle. They call it trailer axle. It's called a tandem, okay? So now let me check the drive axle. It has a drive shaft. I'll check the suspension, mounted and secured to the vehicle, the lift spring mount. Mounted and secured to the vehicle, no bend, broken, or crack. I'll check the lift spring, mounted and secured to the vehicle, no bend, broken, or crack. If I detect 1/4 of crack on this lift spring, I'll place truck out of service. No missing, no bolt or screw. Then I have a brake chamber here. That's my brake chamber, and it has a clamp, brake chamber clamp or ring. Mounted and secured to the vehicle, no bend, broken, or crack. It's air brake. I detect no leaks. Every brake chamber has a slack adjuster in the back. The slack adjuster and the push rod, mounted and secured to the vehicle, no bend, broken, or crack. With the brake supply no more than 1 inch of play, and the air cord I keep present on it. I'll check the brake hoses and the ABS cord too. Mounted and secured to the vehicle, no bend, broken, or crack. I detect no leaks, and my ABS cord, the wire is not burnt and no missing wire on it. Okay, so I'm done with that. Then I come to my shock and my shock mount. Mounted and secured to the vehicle, no bend, broken, or crack. I detect no leaks. Then I'll check my airbags, all of them. Mounted and secured to the vehicle, no bend, broken, or crack. I detect no leaks. Then I come to my brake drum and my brake pad, mounted and secured to the vehicle, not bent, broken, or crack. I detect no oil or grease on it, and my brake pad is not dangerously thin like a penny, and there is no oil or grease on it. So this is my differential, mounted and secured to the vehicle, not bent, broken, or crack, and it's not leaking any fluid. You see, sometimes fluid can be coming from here. This cell is damaged. It's not leaking any fluid. My differential is not damaged. Okay. Now I can come after I finish up this. Okay, let me check the tire. Come to my tire, inner, top, and outer tire, inner, top, and outer, inner, top, and outer, inner, top, and outer for bridge on bumps or cuts. Thread depth for this tire should be no less than 2/32 of thread. This one can be regrooved, recap, but cannot be mismatched. Mismatch means the sizes have to be the same. They cannot have different sizes. So that's the thing. That's my axle seal, mounted and secured to the vehicle. No bend, broken, or crack. It has fluid on it, and it detects no leaks. Check all my lug nuts, mounted and secured to the vehicle, no bend, broken, or crack. I detect no shiny metal or rust thread or indicate looseness. Check my valve stamp, mounted and 2 of them, because it's 2 tires here. One valve stamp, the other one have valve stamp. I detect no leaks on them, and it's not damaged. My PSI should be at least 100 PSI. I detect no leaks. I'll check my tire by tire pressure gauge or a rubber mallet. All my tires in the front, all in the back, at least 100 PSI. That's good. PSI means pound per square inch. That's the meaning of PSI, pound per square inch. So that's what you, and then you check the space between your tire. Make sure they're free of debris and they're properly spaced. They are not grinding, because it can cause fire if they are not properly spaced and free of debris. Okay. So now I'm done with the suspension and the tire. So I'm going to check now the coupling. So I'm going to check the coupling. So this is called the apron under the trailer. Called the apron, mounted and secured to the vehicle, not bent, broken, or cracked. Okay, and then this is called a skid plate. It's called a 5th wheel skid plate up there. So the apron sits on top of the plate. You see, this apron is sits on top of the skid plate up there, and there should be no daylight, no light, no space between them. So it's properly greased. If there is a daylight, that means it's not properly coupled. You have to uncouple the trailer and couple it back. Make sure that all the time there is no daylight. Okay. So this entire stuff here is called a 5th wheel. It's called a 5th wheel. All this, it's called a 5th wheel. Okay. So this is called a 5th wheel. Mounted and secured to the vehicle, not bent, broken, or cracked. This is called a 5th wheel release handle, or just a release.